going on, everybody? It's Underdog Plays back with City Skylines, and today we're going to start a brand new map. Farmland Flats. This is part of the creator-made creator map pack. It's a nice little bonus map pack DLC for the PlayStation version, or I believe it should be available on all platforms, but for all I know for sure is it is included with the console edition. I need to, how do I change Chirper? Down here? I need to change the look of Chirper. Is this not, oh. Wait. How do you do this? Did I just have to smash triangle? Whatever. I want the one with the... There's one with a cone on his head. I want the one with the construction helmet. I never pay attention to the chirper things in the game. But yeah. No! It went over! Why does it do that? Why do you have to smash the button? Alright, hold on. Let's be very careful. Okay. Alright, we're here in Farmland Flats, and as you can tell, it is a very small map. There's not a whole lot going on. It's flat. It's farmland. I don't know how much more information you possibly could need about this map. And we'll start building here in a second. Hold on. It's, things are happening, and I don't know what's going on. There we go. Alright. Okay. City Skylines. So, yeah, this map, I believe it is American. It's temperate. It's very obvious that it is meant to have farms. But I think what's interesting is in each one of these little squares, there's like different resources. There's ore here, there's oil here, there's fertile land, which is good for farming. It's a very small buildable area, though. Like this map, this is max sized out. Like I've purchased all the spots, and this is as big as I could get it to be. So this is a very small map. We should be able to just get it finished today if everything goes as I would like it to go. I think we just need to get a direct highway connection right away. And I would like to do what we did recently with an area similar to this, where I just build the roads where the tree lines are, and then we'll worry about everything else after that. I might need to free roam this. Freeform it. Do you know how to conform? There we go. We'll just use 4 lanes with trees, and then we'll get this highway attached. And all will be good. What's going on, Geekette? How are you today? Welcome back to another City Skyline stream. I think this is going to be a really relaxed stream because there is nothing going on. And there's not a whole lot I want to do here. I don't have any exact plans. I was thinking we'll just make something really small today. Something really small and pretty. You know? Small and pretty. That's the way. This is the wrong type of road. I'm already screwing up. Only 5 minutes into the stream, I've already made mistakes. Nothing fancy here. Just a small little American town, like small village area. And where all these trees are, I think is going to be the center. And then I'll build out from there. Yeah. So I'll like build up where the tree lines are. And in all the flat areas, I guess we'll do a lot of industry stuff. You know, some farming and whatnot. I had a cool idea too. I want to do like tram lines here. I don't think this is the type of place that there would be tram lines. But we haven't done trams in forever. Like, I actually don't even remember the last time I built a tram line. Yeah, we did monorails and subways in the last build, so, why not, right? I need to plan out where my bridges are gonna be, too. So, actually, I should probably see how these, levels are matching up with the terrain and everything. So, does this is flat here. Right? And then across the water, this should be the same height. So that way we can have an even bridge. Even bridge! Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just a small little build today, because this is part of the map pack. I'm kind of curious why they decided to throw in a small map. I think the creator whoever made these just really liked the idea of doing these like farm plots, you know, with the big squares and everything. And they were like, yeah, let me do more of that. I think that's what happened. So, I don't hate it. I just think it is this is obviously the smallest map that's a part of the DLC, so not too many options. Not too many options to be had here. So if this goes straight, that means we'll have to have like maybe an angled bridge. I don't know if that'll work. Maybe it's easier if I think it's easier if I start from the road connection, but maybe not. Let's just do it block by block. That looks good, right? Yeah, it's a little dip down, and it always is. No matter what I do, the bridges are never exactly perfect, but I guess that'll work. Unless I try to curve it right here. I don't know why I would do that. Just not enough space to really do what I want to do. Unless I move this road out. Here, let me try something. Let's just get a curve. And let's bend this out. Having a bunch of straight lines is boring. Doing grid-style cities is boring, right? We want to be a little bit more interesting than that today. Geekat, how was your day? You're not responding, which is making me scared that there's no audio. But I'm pretty sure I heard myself echoing in the first 30 seconds of the stream, so... Eh? Is eh like meh? Is that the same... Is eh the same as meh? Eh? Meh? Because I say meh. Like M-E-H. You know? Like meh. Which is, I guess, just okay. Not bad. Not horrible. Not great. Just meh. Okay, so this doesn't perfectly align there either. Which is okay though, because we didn't want perfection. I am perfection. Perfection. There we go. Alright, that looks good for my main roads. We're just gonna stick with the 4-lane with trees, I think, and then probably upgrade them as soon as I build my tram line, which I probably should do just for the main roads, right? Immediately, just do that first before anything else, since that's the only thing I know for sure that I want to do. So a tram is kind of we call it trolleys. And a trolley bus is like a different thing. But when I think of tram, I think of a trolley car that's like actually attached to wires above the road. So this is like, you need a special road for tram lines. But if I put this... If I put this down... there you go, that's like the depot. And then you can kind of see there will be little wires across. It's been forever since I've built a tram line. But I remember it's very complicated for them to turn around in a circle, because they're attached to the wire and they can't go anywhere other than where the wires are. And you'll see these little green lanes, that's where the trams will go. Think of like the San Francisco trolley cars. That's what these are, essentially, right? I think some places in England have these and stuff. But then there's also a thing in this game called trolley buses, which look like normal buses, but act like trams, and everyone hates them because they're pointless. And they look stupid. So... if you want something like this, you gotta go with the trams. We're just gonna do my main roads. Main roads through the center of the town. And probably not do any of the side roads. I might even do the bridge. Like, it might extend to the bridge, and then have to go back and forth across the bridge. That might work. Which should change the way my bridge looks. Maybe, maybe not. I guess that they can fit underneath there, which is kind of surprising. I'd like them to expand up here, too, actually. Just a little bit. Just a little bit outside. And then we can decide where they're gonna go from there after. Alright, so my water... I know everybody's wondering about water. My water's coming in on this side, but we don't have a whole lot of river. Like, it's very thin and slow moving. So I might actually have to do, like, water towers in this build, which makes sense for the type of place it is. And then for power, I haven't decided what I want to do for power. This looks like it could be a windy map. But then, now that I'm looking at it, the wind's not super high, except right here on the edge. Maybe I'll do... but that's all in the water. Oh, boy. Maybe I could do wave. Wave technology. The wave technology, which is, somewhere down here. See, geothermal. Oh, it's up here. Right. Wave technology. Right on the edge of the map. I don't think it matters which way this faces, as long as there's wind in the area. This just requires wind on water. You don't actually need waves or rushing water, you just need wind on the water, which is what we have here. That's not going to be enough to power anything, though. Really. That might be able to power my, my sewage or something, but... yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to decide, power here. It's not a super bright map, so solar might not work as well as I want. This is not big, it's not going to be a big enough city to require nuclear. This is a tough choice. Maybe we'll do geothermal. Geothermal's 80, which is pretty decent. Maybe like one or two of these geothermal plants somewhere. It's going to have to be on this side. Sewage is on over here, so industrial stuff will be on this side. Okay. So let me build a road, like a main road, down this direction. And we're gonna try to straighten this out, because it's not gonna want to be on a curved road. And this goes up to there, block by block. Try to make the roads even length. I guess we'll curve it back up where the tree line is. Perfect. Yeah, we just need to decide where we're placing the power, so that way everything else can work as it needs to. That's not super noticeable. Here is a little bit weird, but I mean, it kind of makes sense for what I'm doing. Plus, that way might allow me a bridge down here, which would make sense, because I think I will expand to the other side of the water, so. Usually I don't plan out, like, all my roads ahead of time. Just the major ones is what we're doing now. Like, trees in the way. Trees in the way. So yeah, I think I gotta delete this. I didn't do any terraforming. I want to leave these maps as close to default, as close to the way they were designed and intended. Like, I don't want to mess around with them too much. But for bridges, it's like you kind of have to flatten each side. This is just one of those things you gotta do. Otherwise, the bridge will look weird and it'll piss me off for the rest of the stream, and we don't want that. Nobody wants that. Trust me, nobody wants that. Get these trees out of my water, off my beach. Son of a beach. Okay, as long as these are connected, we're good. Right. Now, I want one out, and then it seems like it's not really doing what it needs to. Yeah, why does it connect like that? That's kind of weird. We might be able to hide that, though. Because I pushed this side down. Yeah, it's still wobbly. Now, I could spend hours, like, making this look good. I am that crazy of a person to do that, but because I'm streaming, I think we're just gonna, try to smooth this out and just leave it, you know? Just let it do what it's doing. And then worry about that connection later. Because we want to start at the middle. And we have tram lines down. And if I have these connected, you'll see what they are like. I'll probably delete this line later. What's interesting about the trams as well is the stops are actually in the middle of the road. Unlike a bus line where the buses stop on the like the side lane or whatever, right? The trams stop in the middle because they can't leave where the wires are. So they kind of have to. Right? So we're just going to put that there for the second and I'll delete it later, but I have these geothermal plants down here. Hey, Captain, let's reel in the big fish. Wait, what? Tuna? Hey, hold on. Anchovies? What are you talking about? Fishing? The game's telling me to do fishing? On this map? Where do you see tuna on this map? Tuna's blue. You want me to fish in that one spot that's off the map? Who is tweeting this? Nobody even lives here yet. Some crazy guy on Chirper sending me messages. What the hell? I think that's just the game's way of reminding you that there is a fishing industry thing. We're not going to do fishing on this map yet, though. So here's a tram. This is what they look like. I'm 90% sure you can't change the way they look. So this is just how they are. You can change the color of them, though. And there they go. On their track. And in order for people to get to the stop, they kind of have to risk their lives and walk across the street. But it's just an alternate mode of transportation that works really well for small towns and villages and stuff, which is exactly what we're doing. I don't like the pink. Is there a different model? No, I didn't think so. They have a space where they could add a DLC model for this, though. They know. They're thinking ahead of time. They're like, oh, we could add some different models. I'd like to see, like, a really old carriage. You know what I mean? Like, when I think of a trolley bus, I think of, like, the really old style ones. These are a little bit more modernized. I think I've seen trams like this in Florida. These might work well with, like, an airport, though. If you did a custom airport and you had these, like, around the area, that might look good. I like them, though. I like trams. Not as much as some other modes of transport in the game, but they're nice. It's a nice little extra thing. Alright. So, I'm gonna pause the game again. What do I want to do first? We should probably plot out. We have our power down here, which means my industrial area is going to be down here. Should probably plot out where my garbage is ahead of time, because I always get like over full, and then everybody complains, and they're like, "Hey, what the heck?" So if I put it down here, that might save us some time. Ugh. Almost. I'm just a little bit off. I want this to be perfectly even. That would be amazing. There we go. Alright. I always do 2 and 2. Like, there's no reason not to do it that way. And we'll just do the default garbage trucks, I guess. I don't know why you would want small garbage trucks. I think they carry less garbage. Large garbage trucks make sense. Why would you want smaller ones? And I don't think we're doing recycling. We're not going to do recycling. We're going to stay away from recycling. This is just going to be like an old-fashioned American town where we still pollute around here. We still pollute things in America. I need to paint a district. And then turn district things on. And then we delete this. Okay. Whenever I build a city of any type, it doesn't matter like what the theme or the design or anything else is, the first building I do is always the hospital. I build everything around the hospital. Because the way City Skylines works, the first demand is going to be all green. It wants people to move into your map as soon as possible, so that way the rest of your demand will kick in, because you can't do anything if you don't have people living in your area, right? So that's why there's a green bar at the bottom right. If you're unfamiliar with how City Skylines works, that green bar on the bottom right, besides the temperature and the frowny face thing, that means it is a demand for residential, which is people. And in order to make people happy, you need to provide healthcare. And the best way to do that is with a hospital. So, I like to put my hospital on a main road, kind of near the center of the build. So I think up there or like down here near the bridge. Down here near the bridge, because there's going to be a road. I got to get a road in here. If I do it this way, I have to have a road like right there. Yeah. And then that's probably where it should go. It should be like right in the direct center of your build. Like, that's the middle. Unless you have a specific unique building that you're putting like right in the center and you're building everything else around that, your hospital should be right in the middle. So that way it just takes care of healthcare in a giant circle. Because that's gonna make sure everybody's healthy. And then we need power to get to these things. So we're going to need quite a line. And I have to cover this with water before I get too far ahead of myself. These power stations need water. Okay. And we're going to need a real long line. It's going to cut across the whole map, which will delete hours from now. Boop. Right. Connecting to my tram. And then another line, another power connection from here down to where that hospital is. Okay. New hospital! I feel healthier already. Yep, you do. You bet you do. Do-do-do-do-do. Sorry for all the spinning. I don't know what that's about. I think my controller disconnected. Sorry. I don't know why. I feel like I charged it. And then it just died randomly. Anyway, so now we have to paint where we want these apartments to go. Where do we want people living? All over the place. All along our main road. And then if we want to change this all, we can later. We're going to add some small roads in the middle, right next to my hospital. I don't want to go all the way through. I want parallel roads, but I don't want to go all the way through. That's enough space for a walking path. That might work for me. And then we can delete this line, because if houses go here, that'll spread electricity for me. Alright. We're not exactly gonna do a perfect grid. I feel like most of the roads have to be aiming side to side. Like go the long way this way. And not the long way down. It's off by just a little bit, which is okay. Because then we can fill in trees and whatever else. Ah! That curves way too much. Trying to get a parallel. But the game's not going to be happy that I'm doing that. Because it's trying so hard to stick to a grid, and I get why. Because I am in grid mode. Okay. That's windy. But I think that's the best we're gonna do for that. So all these roads are gonna be parallel to this one. And we'll have to have like a downward cross street. About here. Which is gonna get cut off because of the angle of the other ones. So the best way to do this just not have any straight roads at all. make them all weird. That looks right. I could probably take this out and just continue from here. There we go. That's closer to the goal. Yeah, we should do just our center roads. I gotta leave some space though for like unique buildings and stuff. Like if I'm gonna build this town, I don't feel like there would be anything super crazy, right? But I like this old style cathedral a lot. And usually if you have like an old style cathedral in an American town, it's somewhere right in the middle. So maybe this can be on the opposite side of the hospital or something? Like maybe on that side? Or I can have this be like next to it, facing this way, and then get rid of some of these roads that are weird. Because wherever I put it, that's where it's staying. Also, this already has like ploppable assets on it, which I think is interesting. It's got like a walking path around it. This is the first time I've used this unique cathedral asset, so I'm just trying to see what's going on around it, because everything matters in this game, believe it or not. Like all the little props and stuff matter, because look at that. See, when you have a walking path, like a little bit of pavement or concrete or whatever around a building, usually you can attach a path to it. But it looks like it's maybe not letting me do that. Why would it give me... It connects here, but I can't connect up here? Can I connect from the middle? Why is it saying I can and then it doesn't let me? That's curious. Curious. Do we think that's good? Do we like having it next to the hospital? It's like the two biggest buildings that will be here next to each other. That is kind of right in the middle of the map, though. That's where it needs to be. I think we'll leave it there. And we gotta figure out what the hell is going on with the road behind it. That might work. We just need a power connection. I don't like the power line being here because I really want apartments. Welcome to City Skylines, where I am super picky about where the unique buildings are because they shape your entire build. Like, if you're not being picky about that kind of stuff, then you're doing it wrong. Because that will make or break you. Everything else you're doing in this game will be built around the things that are in the center. I always build from the center out. Is there a way I can get a connection on the opposite side? That would work for me. It's a long way to get electricity to where I need it. Okay. So, now that most of the roads are down, we can paint a district. This will be the first center district in Farmland Flats. Farmland Flats. Kind of should probably reach out to the highway, though. Maybe. I want to make sure that this is connected and inside, so that any policies affecting transit will affect that as well. That's my main transport. We might, you know what I should do too? Taxis. As dumb as that is, taxis are kind of better for like huge cities, but I haven't used taxis in forever. I want to use stuff that I haven't used in a long, long, long time. Like, we just had a build that was really modern, and I used, like, above ground monorails, I used the super advanced subways and stuff. I want to do something I haven't done in forever. But also, this is not the type of place that would have a taxi system. Like, it just wouldn't. There's not enough people. When I complete this build, there will not be enough people to require a taxi service. So maybe we'll pass on the taxi. But we should at least do our main district. If you have 5,000 power points in the channel, you can name the center of my town. But I will decide the things that will be inside of it. All you get to do is change the name. Which is a lot of power, as long as it's Twitch appropriate. Power, water, smoke. We're not doing recycling. This is like the first time in forever where I haven't done recycling. We will do parks and education. I gotta think of, like, what is an American state that has a lot of big farms? When we need to, like, represent that place, wherever it might be. I'm thinking, like, this would be somewhere in the Midwest. So maybe I should turn off education. Oh! Boom! Roasted. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Sorry. We could raise the public transport. If I'm only using the trams, that makes sense. Educational blimps. Oh, we haven't done blimps in forever. I don't know if this place would have blimps, though. It might have hot air balloons. We could do hot air balloons. I haven't done hot air balloons in forever. For-profit education. All education facilities. Does this include middle schools and stuff? Decreases the educational building upkeep and reduces citizens' happiness. Those are both negative things, but it also makes you money. I don't really care about making money, but I feel like this town would definitely make you pay for education. If it's in America, yeah. What does the book fair do again? Organize a book fair for the public libraries. This is a place that would have libraries. Increase happiness and entertainment. Public library upkeep increase. Okay. Tax raise for residents. And because it's the center of the town, I don't think we're going to have a lot of big business stuff. I'm trying to steer away from that. Let's just do both commercial things. So I don't think we'll have a lot of dark blue on this map. I'm going to stick with the light blue. High-rise ban. No skyscrapers. We can have, like, still, I think this will still allow somewhat tall apartment buildings, but no skyscrapers. Encourage biking? No. No, you gotta walk. You gotta walk to work. Like a real American. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for now. We did the garbage. I always forget that post offices are over here, so I'm going to place down my post office. Somewhere near the corner there. That might cover the whole district. The whole center of the town. Okay. Just double check. See, I don't like big commercial, because big commercial feels like it would be in the center of the city. But then when I think of, like, the center of my town, it kind of does have big commercial stuff. Not a ton of it, but there's, like, one road that has big commercial. Like the center, down the center road in my town. So I think that's where this would be. And then everywhere else is just going to be smaller shops like convenience stores and gas stations and stuff like that. Okay. So we'll stick with the older style elementary or the community schools. But it's like, these are like going to be, if you're paying for an elementary school, then it makes me feel like it's a private school. A small and safe community school. It's a lower capacity. What's the difference? 50 kids? The difference is 50 kids, and this requires less electricity. Yeah, we'll go with community schools. If I were a community school, I'd probably be up here. We need to create space. There's my community school. And somebody already made a chirp about it. And I don't want my whole town burning down. We'll stick with the fire station. No super modern buildings. We're sticking with the old school style. But the fire station can be right there in the middle. And we're gonna go with the... I don't think I've ever seen the large fire engine. I don't think this place will require it, but I'm gonna pick it because I've never seen what it looks like, and we rarely get to see what the emergency vehicles look like anyway. Speaking about Chirper, you can follow me on Twitter, which is like Chirper, but in real life. If you want to stay up to date on all the streams and other information, and you can see all my stupid jokes. Sometimes I tweet out my stupid jokes on Twitter. It sure is expensive to live in this area. Yeah, well, hey, you know what? There's a reason. It's only, there's 9% taxes. Shut up. What do you mean? Alright, so this is a small town. We're gonna add farms eventually. The name of the place is Farmland Flats. Obviously, I'm going to add farms. I just haven't gotten there. But the road budget for places like this is usually low. There's like potholes in the middle of nowhere, right? So, we're not going to have a great... Actually, I can lower the budget, right? Let's lower the budget to like 85. That's going to hurt traffic. I've never lowered a budget before. I don't think so. Why would I do that on purpose? Power and electricity can be like 105. Garbage, I always put it like 125. I do this every time we start a new map, so get used to it. Healthcare here should be pretty good, though. That way I don't have to have like more than one hospital. And I don't want to build a ton of clinics all over the place. Fire can be the same, too. This affects the amount of vehicles and how effective these things are as well. Police. Let's keep that at 105. Education, 110. Leisure, which is like parks and stuff, 110. Unique buildings, since there's only like 1 or 2 in the whole build, 110. Industry areas. Well, let's boost that to like 115. We're not doing regular buses. We're going to skip regular buses. We're going to do trams at 105. I think that's the only mode of transportation that we're doing. Unless I actually decide to do a train. Because there is a train, there's like a railroad here. And I could bring that train down towards the middle and put like a train station in the middle of our town. But I don't know if that's completely necessary. With not a lot of people, I don't think it'll require that. Like, this is going to be a very low population area. The goal today is just to make it look nice and realistic. I like doing realistic builds. It's not like you would expect in the middle of a farm to see, like, skyscrapers and apartment buildings everywhere. It's a much different feel from our last build. If you were here last time, I did the Prime Oasis, which was like a really modern city in the middle of a desert. So you can see with these DLC maps that there is a complete variety of just different style maps, which is cool because I get to do something completely different every time. Why is there a space there? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't understand. I have to have like a road. Breaking that apart. That doesn't, I don't get that. Yeah, look at that. What the hell? Maybe it's because the land is not flat. Sometimes it'll do that if the land's not perfectly flat. I'm gonna try to curve, like, down. Have this road go up a little bit more. I don't want to mess too much outside of the district that I'm working on, though. Yeah. Keep this part, like, really dense right there, and then everything else will be spread out. Because that's how these towns always are. Or at least that's how my town is. Not taking inspiration from my town, though. I should have looked at, like, a farm town in the Midwest. I think if I keep everything, like, really spaced out, otherwise we'll be good. A park? Park as in parking? I need a space for my car. Well, that would be great if there was parking lots in the game, but the developers literally said that they couldn't figure out how to do that, even though there's assets with parking lots on them. So why not just make an asset of a parking lot? You don't even have to create a mod for that shit. I don't understand. I'm still so angry about this. It's not funny. I see you laughing in my chat. It's not fucking... How do they not just put parking lots in the game? They're like, no, that's not how it would work. That would screw up the trap. No, it wouldn't. They're fucking... They just don't know how to do it and monetize it. Just make a creator... Just add another creator pack of parking lots. It's not a... They're acting like it's a modded thing. It's not. It's literally not. I'm sure there are modded parking lots on Steam, yeah. But, like, they're literally not. Just make a road... Make it a road that cars can park on. Like, what? A parking garage? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Parking lots, parking garages. There is one! There literally is one in the game! Watch. But it's... Okay. I'll show you. I think it's a host. Is it the hotel or the office? One of them has a parking lot, like, built into it. It might be the hotel. This has a parking garage in it. Watch. Look at this. Look at this asset. They're saying they can't do this. This literally? Where is it? Is it this one? What is that? What does that giant P mean? I wonder. I wonder why there's a giant P there. What does that giant P mean? I don't know what the... That could mean penis. Who knows? They're like, no, we can't do it. I just found an asset. Have you seen all the new train stations? All the new train stations have parking lots in them. They literally do. I used one last time we played. I literally used one. Like, look at this. You seen these? We can't add parking lots. We wouldn't understand how to do that. What is this? Huh? Paradox, you've been caught in a lie. Also, I remember a long time ago, I know this is like a side thing and sort of related, but also not related. I remember a really long time ago, I was streaming this and I tweeted at them because they were like, if you could have us add anything into the game, what would it be? I remember very clearly my response being, I would like to see more churches / cathedrals. And they responded with, we can't add religious buildings. For obvious reasons. And I responded with, well, it's a good thing there isn't already any in the game. It would be a real shame if City Skylines had a giant cathedral that stands out like a sore thumb looking like the White Tower of fucking Gondor or some shit. Like, come on, Paradox. I get why they don't want to add more. I get it. Because they don't want people, like, I don't know, destroying their cities with... I don't know. They're trying to, like, avoid controversy. But I feel like there's prisons in the game. Right? So, I don't know. It's just a weird hill for them to die on. Like, nobody's creating a city to be offensive. Nobody's like recreating Auschwitz or anything, you know what I mean? Like, we're building real cities and stuff, and most American cities and towns have churches. Like, I just want a small church. Like a regular church. I'm not a religious person, and I believe in freedom of religion. But I just want a church. Like, this is the only cathedral that we have, so we're using this today. It's like, yeah, I understand it from their side, but yeah, like a little white church, like this, but larger. Like the cemetery kind of has a little thing in the middle. See this building right there? Like that, but larger. Because that kind of looks like a little church. I think it's supposed to be like a funeral home or something. That, but a larger version of it. That's all I'm asking for. I don't... And it's not like I want to do anything weird with it. I just put it in my towns. You know? I just want to put it in my town. Speaking of cemetery, I do need a cemetery for this build. I feel like the cemetery needs to be somewhere outside of the center, but also within the residential area. And connected to the main road. So, down here. Where that's gonna go. Do we want to burn people or freeze dead bodies? Let's freeze people. I always go with the other way. Let's do something different. Let's use the Cairo Preservatory, where you freeze bodies, and that's what happened to Walt Disney. Is Walt Disney the most famous person to freeze their dead body? Has anyone else famous been frozen? I'm sure there's been other people. That will fill up fast? No, it's got a capacity of 120. That would require people in my town to die. I don't think people are gonna randomly die. Unless I really fuck up. Unless I screw up my build, I don't think people are going to be dying anytime soon. Usually the high schools aren't even, like, on a main road either, right? Where do I put my high school? No, I kind of need it to spread power, though. I guess on the split makes sense. Put it like one. They are on main roads. Maybe I can put one up here, like opposite the community school or something. Alright, there's my high schools. Did I only have one community school? Yeah, I need another. I usually do 2 and 2. Now there's a traffic hazard. There's no traffic hazard. Ignore the chirps. The chirps are lies. There's no traffic hazards. Okay, so there's my schools. Next, we need another medical clinic in the far back here. On the opposite side, right there. That should go up. That looks like the main road needs to go up there. We're trying to avoid a lot of main roads, though. I really, really want to go small. But that needs to cross over. So, okay, this is going to be our last main four lane road. And the only reason I'm doing this is because I do need an alternate way around the highway up there. That's the only reason. Can't forget to add trees to your tree line. Railroad is confusing me. Right. Go to, like, here. And then we'll figure out if we want a bridge or a tunnel later. This is like above the ground, but like at half the height. Why? Who built this like that? What the hell? Why would a creator do that? This was made by a creator. Why would they have... Maybe they were just messing around and were like, hey, I'm gonna put this at half the height and see if anybody notices. See if anybody knows. I doubt anybody will notice. Alright. This needs to connect to that other road. Somehow. I don't know if a straight road is the right way to do this. Do you think high schools cause traffic issues? For what? Well, I don't even have school buses. You mean like kids walking across the street? Or like because of the buses? Not as big of an issue as you would expect it to be. Intersections. Anything that is an intersection is a traffic hazard. When it comes to traffic in this game, all it understands is intersection. Unless there's a high school that's insanely popular, which you'd have to like max out your budget on school or education for that to make any sense. Traffic hazards in city skylines are like have to be a very popular thing, like a roundabout or an intersection, somewhere where all the traffic's gonna be, or maybe an industrial area. In industrial buildings like power plants and stuff like that is more of a problem. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. I don't want to add any more 4-lane roads unless this one that's over here continues down that way, which would make a lot of sense. Which is probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have this one go down all the way down there. Should I get rid of these rocks? Yo, Elbow, are you happy now? Are you happy? You were begging for baseball. You got baseball. Shut up now. Shut up. Elbow's like dancing. Thanks to the fucking New York Mets. It's the only thing the New York Mets have done in 30 years. Hey, shout out. The lockout is over. Play ball. Woo! I'm just not in baseball mode yet. I won't be in baseball mode until after WrestleMania. It's wrestling season, brother. And WWE 2K22 comes out tomorrow. Unless you pre-ordered it and it's already out. But for normal people like me that didn't want to spend $120 on a video game, I'll be playing the new wrestling game on Friday. I know Elbow might be interested in that, brother. I'm gonna create a character, and his name's gonna be Mark. I'm gonna create a character, and his name's gonna be Joe B. Burr. Like jobber. That's what I'm gonna do. The Job Squad. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna make the Job Squad in the game. I bet somebody... What do you think the odds are that somebody's already created an Al Snow? Like, what are the odds? The game... Okay, here's the deal. The video game came out like a couple days early for people that pre-ordered. And do you think... There's a 1 in 2,000 chance that somebody has created an Al Snow? Yeah, maybe. I mean, those are still pretty good odds. That's still pretty good. That's higher than what I was thinking. I was gonna say there's like a 5% chance. But I guess that's better than 1 in 2,000. I don't know. I don't know what 1 in 2,000 equates to in percentile. I'm not a mathematician here. I'm not a wizard, okay? Alright. So we didn't even select what type of ambulances we want. I think we want the old school American big ass ambulance that when you see it coming you say, no, I can't afford this. Please don't take me to the hospital. I can't afford it. Because ambulances are expensive. 1% is 1 in 1,000. Okay, so you're saying 2%. There's a 2% chance. Next time just say 2%. That sounds about right, yeah. 2% chance. That's pretty good. What are the odds that I'm gonna create a hardcore Holly? That's the real question. And the answer is that probably the 1,000,000%. That's probably the first person I'll create after myself. I'll be the dude creating like hardcore Holly and test like 2 seconds after I create my own character. Alright, anyway, let's talk about City Skylines. I have the medical facilities. But we know that I put in districts for libraries, which means I'm going to select at least one library. And we're going to decide where the heck to put it. My library is right in the center of my town, so I feel like this library would be the same. Library's going to be right there next to the tram station. That cut off all my power, yo. Hold on, I gotta move this. That cut off all my power. It's gotta go anywhere but there. Anywhere but hair. What are the chances that anyone in chat knows what the hell I'm talking about? 0%. Ever. What are the chances that anyone listens to anything I say? 0%. I could maybe do it right across. Actually, that makes sense, because then people will just have to walk to the library. And that'll still spread electricity on the other side. It's not cutting off electricity, it's spreading the electricity to the other side of the road, which helps me. Helps me more than it hurts me. And we'll fix my tram lines at some point. I feel like we could get a 2-lane tram line going, maybe. Just to have them, like, loop back to here. Like this road that crosses over. Although I want a main road there. Like, where all the tree lines are? This is what I said. I said I wanted to avoid doing this, but it just makes sense to do it based on everything else that I'm doing. Maybe that's it. And then those connect eventually. I'm trying to stay away from these 4-lane roads, but if I can hide them in the tree lines, then it's okay. Which means I'm gonna have to add trees up here. And cut this farmland in half. Is this fertile land? It is. We might have to get a farm right in the middle. I think this is gonna be my farming though. Like, instead of having an actual industrial area on my map, it's just all this is gonna be farm. It's gonna be a farm. I grew up on a farm. Fun fact, I grew up on a farm. Now, if I tell you some animals that were on the farm, I want you to tell me whether I'm telling the truth or a lie, alright? And this is how you do it. T or L in the chat. Do you believe that there was a bull on this farm? Like a very aggressive bull that was going to kill Johnny Knoxville eventually in a Jackass movie. Like a bull with full horns and everything, and a big ass dick. A non-neutered bull whose sole purpose was to fuck. And by that I mean the purpose of the bull was to mate with the cows. You believe it's true? And also too much information, then you're correct. Ding, 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 ding. That's 1,000% true. I had a bull on a farm where I grew up. That is true. Alright, do you believe that there was a goat and that I wanted it as a pet and therefore allowed it inside of the house? I let the goat in the house, like a dog. Like you'd hang out with a dog? I was hanging out with a goat. Now, is that true or false, chat? That's the question. Let's see if people believe me. You think that's a lie? Well, you're wrong! That's also true. And goats eat everything. That's how I know. Because that thing, the goat, his name was Bart, and he ate everything. And by everything, I mean cans, soda cans, fucking cans of beans with the beans in them, and sometimes just the metal. Goats will eat anything. And when I mean anything, I mean they'll eat like metal. It's wild. It's crazy. They'll eat vegetables, they'll eat food, they'll eat you, they'll eat your pants while you're wearing your pants. We need a police department. Or a police station. And multiple police stations. But I think I need a police headquarters, like right in the middle of my town. Well, let's actually get it, like, out here. And then we'll put a police car attached to that. means that I need vehicles for this. I'm just gonna use the regular hearse. Alright, true or false? Eventually, the farm that I lived on turned into a petting zoo, and there was llamas. Now, is that true or false? Llamas are like alpacas, but they spit on you. Pretty sure that's the difference between a llama and an alpaca. Llama, alpaca, llama, my mama. Do you think that was a lie? Oops. Or do you think that was true? Do 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 do. I don't have the sound effect for Jeopardy. Do you think that was a lie? Well, that's because it is a lie. That never happened. I just made that up just now. Farm. I have sheared a sheep. True or false? Shearing a sheep is when you, like, buzz off all the wool. It's like cutting a person's hair. It's actually very similar to shaving someone's head. I have sheared a sheep. True or false? You think that's true? Well, it is. That is true. I have sheared a sheep. But it wasn't at my farm when I grew up. It was actually at a local fair. There's a fair in my state. It's like a seasonal fall fair. And my friend was like working there for the season or whatever. And they were like, hey, there's some sheep. You want to help me shear these sheep? And I was like, yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? Why not try it out? Okay, so we did our police. There's no police between two broken hearts. And we have police cars. We've got the fire, I think, is all set. No, I probably need another one down here. Alright. That's all our major utilities done very quickly. And now we're gonna add in a big park. If I was a big park on this map, I would probably be actually way up here, but then I don't have anywhere to spread the power to this. We're gonna have the park down here though. And if it's not connected, that's not my problem. Somebody's gonna take a jog in the new park. I created some space for walking paths, and then I kind of like deleted all that space. That's fun. should be able to connect the walking path here, but it looks like maybe not. We could try next to it. That just looks weird, yeah. Never mind. Just looks weird. get some shops in here. Commercial district, commercial zoning. Shops. Gotta do your shopping. And this is where your shopping's gonna be done. Around the outskirts of this main area. Delete these trees so that houses can get in here. That was a fun game. And so is this game. This game's fun, at least for me. I like building. I like just chilling and building. Lets me forget all my problems. So we did the big park. And I'd like to get a walking path somewhere in this map. There we go. As long as it's just outside of these zone squares, we're good. Oh no, that's where I wanted it. What do you mean the slope's too steep? People can walk up mountains. People have climbed Mount Everest, and the game's like, this slope is too steep. What are you talking about? Now it's connected. Okay. Sure, why not? I'm gonna leave these power lines here because that's what this town would have. This town would have like big power lines straight through the middle. Because whoever the mayor is probably an idiot and doesn't care. And it's me. I'm the mayor now. I'm the mayor of Farmland Flats. Yeah, not the most exciting map or build that I have planned here today. And it's been a long time since I've done something really small, right? Like our last city was huge. Our last city had like all kinds of districts going on and different stuff, and we're going much smaller. It reminds you of where you grew up. Yeah, maybe that's kind of the idea. There's going to be farms all in this area here on this fertile land. This is all going to be like a farm district with special buildings, and we'll do like a custom industrial thing. And then up here there's like an ore industry. Maybe we can tap into that as well. Have some drilling. And then up here we'll just have more houses. Or we could have ore. We could drill some ore down there. We've got choices. Seems like this is the better place to do it, because this is kind of broken up. Which is interesting. I'm not sure why that's that way, but... yeah, and then we'll have some housing here. And more built-up area this way. Like near the water. So like, it'll look like there's another small town right next to it, which makes sense. And everything else is just going to be like small houses. Like literally everything off of these main roads is small housing. We can build up down by the water, that's fine. Get these apartment buildings in here. Right on the corner. But everything else inside here, I think will be very small. So maybe I'll even put some crossroads like that. Curve this one. Just like that. I was leaving space for like parks and stuff, but I don't really know if that's 1000% necessary. Speaking of parks, the next one is a large playground. We're gonna put it right down here by the water. That's gonna be the only one on the map. Everything else is gonna be a small playground. Next to some of the schools. And instead of doing a playground down here, we'll do a dog park. Kind of has the same situation going on, but it's for dogs instead of children. And I think it's the same attractiveness, right? This is entertainment 125. This is actually the dog park is better than the playground because dogs are happier than people, which is true. That is a fact. Do we want a bouncy castle? I like bouncy castles. Bouncy castles are fun. Put a bouncy castle down here. Why not? Right in the middle, like inside where somebody's like backyard or something. Actually, somebody's having like a birthday party with a bouncy castle. Which now I'm jealous that I've never actually had a party with a bouncy castle at it. I had a trampoline. Does that count? True or false? I've fallen through a trampoline because I climbed a tree and jumped off and fell through. Like, I climbed a tree, jumped out of a very high branch, and the idea was to land on the trampoline and bounce really high. But what I did was I fell to the ground, like through the trampoline, and there was no bouncing. It was just gravity took over. Is that true or false? That's the question that somebody has to know the answer to. I would hope somebody would figure that one out. Or is it something that I just came up with right now? You never know. I'm not saying I'm a good liar. I just have a very vivid imagination. So let's edit this tram line, which means I have to like delete it and redo it. Now that my major buildings are here, it makes sense for me to redo this tram line. So the first stop will be at this community school. The next stop will be at this corner. And then one in the middle there. One at the corner here. One like there. One there. One going up this way. Ugh. These ones have to be next to each other, don't they? This is gonna be the first line, the main line, so it has to stop at certain places. The answer was that was true. I really did fall out of a tree through a trampoline. There was no bouncing. I don't know if I landed wrong or what happened. I just remember hearing a noise that wasn't great. And it was apparently my body colliding with... I don't remember it hurting that bad. I just remember falling through and being like, what the fuck? See, I need a stop for the hospital and the cathedral. But since they're next to each other, I don't know if I should put the two stops next to each other. That's going to create traffic. We'll have a stop there at the fire department, though. Okay, that covers like major utilities and things, so it makes sense that there's stops in those places, right? And then, so what I always do, especially for like your main, this is my main mode of transportation to carry the most amount of people around. What I usually do is I do the same line but the opposite direction. So if people need to get from one place to the other, it's just on the other side of the road. And we copy the stops, like parallel, but the opposite direction. It just makes sense to me. I don't think you necessarily have to do this, but it's something that I always do, and it makes the town people happier. So why would you not, like, just do it? More passengers going in an opposite direction. I guess that could also be red, because it's like the same line but the opposite direction. So let's put this in play mode. And I would like to, if I'm using trams, I would like to continue them down this direction a little bit. It makes sense that there would be curved roads, but I really have to make these, like, straighter. For the sake of, like, buildings that are gonna be here. The mayor rubs elbows with fat cats. What does that mean? I do what? With who? That's not true. They're spreading lies about me on Chirper. This road does not want to go where I want to put it. I don't know what's happening. Please just snap. It's not snap. It's like a snapping issue. It won't snap to the grid, even though that's what it's set to do. Go down from here. Down from here. One up. One down. That's good enough. See if I can connect these two the right way. I doubt it's like, yeah, it's freaking out. I don't know if it's because it's near the edge of the water or if my game's just being dumb. Never know. Way off. It's way off. I feel like my PlayStation's been drunk lately. It's getting old. It's time for me to get a new PlayStation soon. That's what it's coming down to. Huh? It's bent out too much. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's like, the best way to explain it is I have drift on my controls. And there's like delay. And it was happening yesterday. And it's happened before on stream. And it's like hard to explain. But things start like spinning in circles. Or like if I push it in a direction, it'll keep moving even when I don't tell it to keep moving. It's like it's not the game, it's like the PlayStation. It's not my controller, it's the PlayStation. It's not like it's overheating, it's just so old. And I think I don't know. I've had it since day one, and this has been an issue for quite some time now. But it's only a problem like sometimes. It's weird. It's only an issue sometimes. It's not like constantly happening. Just sometimes it happens. I don't know, like, what the fuck? It needs a clean out? I've cleaned it like 40 times. That's what I'm telling you. It's not like a clean issue. It's just old. It's like 8 years old. Like, I'm just trying to connect my roads together. You know what I mean? I'm just slowing the progress of my city. I think that's still terrible. I don't know why the road is being such a problem. How hard is it to build a working power grid? The power grid is fine. Except in the middle of the city. Apparently. I think if I add other small roads there, that'll even out and be okay. Plus, this game is like, it keeps auto-saving, like every 10 seconds. I have autosave on, I think it's every 15 minutes. And it's like every 10 seconds. For some reason. Yeah, that's quite annoying. City Skylines has a tendency to autosave at the worst possible time. Like exactly when you don't want it to. I don't understand how power is not getting to the middle. There's plenty of power. It's just the only thing without power is this park. That's it. So I don't know what this person is complaining about. I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe they really want that park open. Paint all this light green. And just hope that's enough. We don't have a tremendous amount of demand. But it might work. Okay, so we've done all this stuff. We did the leisure. We did parks. And I think since it is going to have farms, riding stables just makes sense. So we'll have some horses out here. Nay, there's no way. Where's the horse at? There it is. Look at the horse. Look at this one over here. This one's just chilling. Just hanging around. Horsing around, if you will. Enough of the horse play, underdog. Paint the damn farm district. Farmland flats. You've been streaming for almost 2 hours and you don't even have a farm. Well, that would require industrial demand, so that's why I haven't done it yet, because that doesn't usually happen till later. But yeah, you can see the difference in the land by just the sheer color of it. It's a much brighter green area. And we'll not only turn this into a farm district, but we'll also have a specialized farm industry, which we've done not super long ago. What was the name of the place? It was after No U Port. Biomes Valley. There we go. Biomes Valley. Of course, because there was different biomes. Right? That makes sense. Just like this one's called Farmland Flat, because there's farms. Yeah, Biomes Valley was the one where we did a custom industry, like, for farming. Look at, there's a fire! Look at these big giant fire engines with the crazy tall ladders. I don't know why there's fire all over the place here right now. These are new assets. Look at these. What's up, boys? I'm one of you now. Wait, can I be a fireman? Wait, I want to be a fireman. Hold on, I'm a giraffe. I can help. I can reach the tall windows and save people. Wait. Is there a fireman here? I could be a cop. I think this is a cop. I can be a cop. That's close. Oh, I guess I can't be a fireman on this map. What is this guy? A park ranger, I think? I'm a park ranger. Emergency services. And why is this whole section of my town on fire right now? What is going on? Why does this keep happening to me? It's right next to the fire station, too. What the hell? Something ain't right there. Farms. These are where the farms go. Power, water, smoke. School's out for summer. High ticket prices. I don't think we'll have any libraries in this area. Low. Low. Industrial space. High-rise ban. Now, only residents and businesses can use this area. No, because we need imports and exports for farming. Now, what is this one? No loud noise at night. Shut everything off at night? That would hurt me financially. We'll filter industrial waste. I think that might be all I want to do. So in order to make this a farmland, same thing as we've done previously, you select industrial. See, when you go to your districts, zoning and districts, and you move over one page, it'll say industrial specializations, and then you can choose the type of buildings that will spawn within the district area. So this will now only be farms, which is what we want. We only want farm. So let's try to stay away from some of the main road up here, so that way I can get more like generic shopping. Make sure that my sewage is connected. So it can get any benefits that might affect it. Any like industrial buildings, power stations, stuff like that should be within a district. Just in case. You never know if you might have a policy that could ruin it or help it either way. I would love for my tram to connect down all the way here. Like right to the center. That way it's carrying people from like one small town to the other. The tricky thing about this is that I need a way for it to all like turn around. And I could use the outside loop to do that. So maybe all these roads, that's where the tram can go. Just that would make it easy for me. taking the easy way out. Taking the easy way out now. And I'm sure I'll have a bridge connection, probably down that way. But I guess we'll worry about that once we get to it. Worst case scenario in City Skylines, you can always rebuild things. Especially if you're playing in unlimited sandbox mode, like I always do. You can delete things. Worst case scenario is you delete something really, really important to your city. Like a power station or a water pump. And then you have serious problems. Then you have big issues. But if you delete a road, just try not to forget to like rezone it, because when you delete a road and replace it, you have to rezone the road. So sometimes I see people forgetting to do that. And I guess it is an easy thing to forget too, because you're like, oh, the game will remember, but it does. That's not how it works. So. Yo, let's go. There's a hill here. You can see it. Oh yeah, this map is... It says it's flat. It's called Farmland Flats, but Farmland Flats is not as flat as it said it was. There's definitely a hill there. That is interesting. Maybe I should build along the hill. Build the way the hill is going. Nice. Alrighty then. Boop. Make sure this is like kind of spaced out correctly a little bit. It can be off by like 1 or 2 blocks or 1 or 2 squares. I think that's fine. As long as it's going in the right direction. Uh-oh. Ah. Yes. Now. That's how you deal with that. Doesn't want to go the other way, you gotta go the other way. Whoa. That looks pretty good. I think this is the ore industry area, but no, it's not. It's the one behind it. Okay, then that's fine. This will be for like small houses on the hills. here. That'll be neat. And we're all covered up on water for that. So let me just do this main road here. We're waiting for an industrial demand to start kicking in, which I might have to put this into fast forward to get that. Because I definitely want farms here today. We want farms in Farmland Flats. Kind of like the major point of this map, I guess. Now, when you have tram lines like this, I don't think they can turn around. Yeah, it doesn't let them do like a U-turn, so I might need like a road with tram tracks that kind of like turns them around like that, so that way they can U-turn or like go in a cycle, and we can have a stop out there across the water or whatever. Oh, I'm seeing a little bit of orange down there. That's good. I like that. So what we want to do, we want to select the yellow, which is industry, and cover the main roads around our power and water. Or, our sewage out, which is down here too. So our geothermal plants and our garbage, like, the industry needs to be around that first before going anywhere else. And it's gonna look kind of interesting to have, like, the farms there. That should work for me. Because nowhere else is demanding this shit. So here we go. These are all going to be farm industry buildings. Baking company. What does that have to do with a farm? Baconeer. Is that where they make bacon? Is that where they turn a... We got baking and bacon. Is that where they turn the pigs into bacon? I thought that was just a slaughterhouse. This one is fruit for all. There's a little fruit area, a little tiny orchard. Phil's Fields! Oh my gosh, look, I got my own fields over here. Wow. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, partner. Welcome to my field right here. I'll tell you what, I'm the gosh darn best field owner this side of the hog. Hee-haw. That's some cowboy shit right there. That got, I don't know. That got a little bit too extreme, maybe. You gotta put more twang in it, mister. You ever played the banjo? Okay, I'll stop. Sorry. I'll stop, I swear. If you have 5,000 points, you can name this whole farm area. It'll be whatever you type in, farms. So just think about that. Somebody's cat was just saved by a smoke detector. Maybe it's time to get a pet ban on this town here. Beefcakes. Awesome. More fruit. More beef. So yeah, a lot of this will be like produce or food or yes, baking companies are considered farming industry. Bread and beyond. This one's like modern. Look at what the hell is that? Why is that one so modern? Blueberry Fields? Okay, so you realize that it's going to be called Blueberry Fields Farms, right? Which is that's kind of goofy. Told you, whatever you type in, it'll be space farms. So, Blueberry Fields Farms is now the name of it. That's what you asked for. Blueberry. I like blueberries. I'm a big fan of blueberries. We used to grow blueberries on the farm that I grew up on. Blueberry Farms. That's nostalgic for me now. Thanks. Blueberry is also my... Oop. I didn't mean to complete that. Blueberry is also my favorite flavor of coffee. Blueberry coffee. Delicious. Kind of amazing. I haven't had it in a while though. I bought some coffee at I went to the supermarket today, I bought some coffee, but it wasn't blueberry coffee. I don't remember what flavor I bought today. I think it was just like a regular medium blend. This would be a great place to put a custom park. Right here, like a really tiny one, maybe? Might do that. There's a little town park. This is the type of place that would have a very small park. I'm not really in the mood to do like crazy detail right now though. Let's delete all these trees real quick. I could probably get a fishing pier in this little river. Let me see that face. I don't do face cams for building streams, I'm sorry. Come back tomorrow. Maybe. Actually, I don't know if I'll have a face cam on tomorrow either. Come back next week. Okay, bye. Alright. There's like a command for that, I think. Just double check. I don't feel like it adds anything to the game. I won't do it. I never have done it on City Skyline. Plus, I don't really feel like you want to see my face right now. Very ugly. And I'm in like concentration thinking mode constantly, so my face is like scrunched up. City park. Let's do a small park. Let's see. The entrance should be like down here. Okay. I have no issues being on camera, by the way. Like, I'm very comfortable on camera. It's just, I don't feel like being on camera right this second. I have to set up my lights and my face cam. It's like a complete different setup. Just like a lot of work to get it all working. Like, I have to put my green screen up and, nah, because this is my living room. I like stream from my living room. It's very awkward to have like a big ass green screen in the middle of my living room all the time. It's like yeah, I get it. I stream pretty much full time, but that's I really need to see that constantly. I don't need my like studio lights on 24/7 either. Yeah, I want to have like a fishing pier down this way. I know the river's really skinny and there's not a whole lot of water, but I should be able to get. I thought I had. Don't I have like a thing for piers? It might be under leisure. I have new piers. Yeah. What are the difference between these two? Is it just the way they look? This one's just like a straight walkway into water. There's not even an edge. There's not even an edge on this one. Oop, can I walk on it? This one you could just walk off the edge into the water. What the fuck? That's unsafe. What does it say? These are new. These are new assets. They came with like a small DLC pack that adds like bridges and stuff. Like I have specially designed bridges and whatever. Content creator bridges. Simple decorative pier with small entertainment radius based on the ones located on the Seine River. That's the river in France, right? So this is like... It's like a boat pier. This doesn't go here at all. You might need a quay for these to really work the way I think they're designed to work. It seems like they need a quay next to them. For anybody not in on the lingo, a quay is kind of like a space between water and land that is man-made. It's like a water wall. It's a waterfront finish. Quays are concrete walls built on the shores to even out terrain. So, that's what a quay does. That's it. It just makes a very flat line. You can make really cool shaped cities with quays, but we're not using them because you wouldn't have a quay in this area. I love building out quays. I do. Like around modern cities near water, I do love quays. They're super satisfying to build. And then there's flood walls, which actually have to be next to water, but not in water. Oh, I think maybe they updated this. No, they didn't. Never mind. It says I can build it here, but then I can't. Yeah, no. Yeah, then you have flood walls, which have to be on land, blocking water. Flood walls are weird in this game. Then you also have canals, which is like, cuts the river. And then you've got all these tide walls and things. These are nice, but they also do the same thing as a quay. Like, they follow the shoreline and make it look a certain way. So I used some of these in like the airport's expansion map that we did, but I'm not going to use any of these today. We're trying to figure out if I want to use these piers, but they just weren't the ones I wanted, I guess. We'll just maybe do the... This one needs a road. So I'll have to do the ones under the park section. Unless I do these piers, which don't count for fishing. And this might be okay for a walking path to go out here. Maybe I'm not doing fishing. Maybe we're just chilling on the water. Okay, so we need to pause this again. I have to unsnap all of this and make a custom fence. Which I think the game is gonna hate me for doing, because this is gonna destroy all this commercial zone. But I'd rather have a park here than just more shops. Will it not let me go this direction with the fence? Uh-oh. Maybe because of the way the road is. Well then, I guess we're having shops over there. That kind of sucks. Maybe I can do it from this direction? I got it though. Yep. Nope, it won't let me. It won't let me. Okay. I don't want to have to redo this whole road. I'm way too tired to do that. I feel like let's do a gazebo. I might, yeah, no, I'll get a path, like, curving up this way. Whoop. And then the gazebo at the end there. Right in the middle. Perfect. And what do I do when I build parks in the game? Everybody should know this by now. If you've watched one of these streams, you've watched them all. I put my lights in the corners. On the inside of the fence. Yeah. There's a reason I do this. So that if I turn nighttime on, I can know visually where the edge of my parks are. It helps at night. All right. So what would we want? Inside this park. What would work? I don't think it's like a historical park. I think this is just a nice place for people to go like in the middle of the day. So we don't need like information or bathrooms or anything. Would we have a giant chessboard? That seems a little bit too fancy. We already have a gazebo. We already have playgrounds in other places. Would we have a trampoline park? That sounds fun, but also a little bit too goofy. We would have a park sign telling you that this is indeed a park. Just in case you weren't aware that it is a park. There's a sign saying that there's a park. It might have a place to like sit and eat in the middle. Maybe we'll just do that instead of like any assets or entertainment value things. A nice big like plaza, custom plaza. And you can look at these rocks out here. Let's see. Yes, all this kind of stuff. The large fountain right in the middle. Bam. These little playground wheel things, the spinning wheels, have these like right in the corner. And then we'll walk through, and it'll make sense when you see it. We have a playground, but I'll put a slide in here. Ooh, a seesaw? That sounds pretty good. That's pretty good. Right about now. Look at the big ass. Yeah, the big picnic tables is the way to go here. None of that small junk. We want the big, giant, family-sized picnic tables. Boom. And then one type of tree, two type of tree. Actually, these ones I don't know how I feel about these ones. These are the right type. There we go. Okay. We'll take a little walk through. Very simple. Nothing super duper fancy. I can actually select where these trees are better. on the inside. Like so. Hi, welcome to my park. There's the sign that tells you it's a city park. Why is there like a thing with gunpowder? What the fuck? Is that because I allow fireworks? They shouldn't just be in a trash can like that, like just sitting there for anyone to light and use. That's like, you want to talk safety hazard? There it is, right there. What the hell is that about? Keep walking and pretend you never saw that. Oh wait, I thought these paths had trash cans on them. They don't. They just have benches. Oh, don't tell me I gotta do like micro detail and add my own trash cans in here. That's a little bit ridiculous. But here you go, a nice view of this giant rock. And you can like sit here and have your lunch or whatever. And you got one of these little spinny things that these kids sit on and play. And then there's a gazebo right at the end. A nice big gazebo. There's already people in here too. Just call this. It's shaped like a claw. Like a talon or a claw. I'm gonna call it Claw Park. And we're gonna increase this to like $15. So I can make money off of this park. Do 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 do. There's a nice mix of commercial around these parts, which is, I think, fine. I don't know why all these ones are going abandoned on the main road. These should be like the best ones. Got a walking path right through the middle there. Park that way. Could use a walking path over here. I turned my snapping off. I need to turn it back on. Did that for the fences. I don't need that anymore. That's a good walkway for pedestrians. Come on, Mayor. Doesn't the city board come up with anything more modern than farming? What's next? Horse and wagons? What do you mean? What? This what the... Hello? What do you mean? It's not supposed to be modern. Shut up. Let me just check these custom things. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I wanted to use. I mean, the small office building might work over here to, like, build up this area. That might be great. But besides that, I think we're set on custom buildings. Let's build up, or at least let's lay out how I want this town to be. I want this town to be like this same direction as the other one. Like all the roads, kind of want going this from left to right. You just have to space them out correctly. That's close enough. Ooh, no 5-way. Not for me. I'm more into 3-ways. Boing. Sorry. Intersections, that is. I saved it. We're still Christian here. Still allowed to stream. Haven't been banned yet. What the hell? Higher taxes? Shut up. You can afford it. That's why my population's low, is because of my tax rate. And I'm surprised that they're complaining so much about taxes. Like, they're not even that high. They're like 9%. I think I've increased taxes on residents because I need to make money. That should be fine. What a great city. I would think I'm dreaming if I didn't know otherwise. Yeah, see, that person had the right type of chirp. That's what I want to see. Positive reinforcement. No complaints. We are getting a crazy demand for population, though. So I think I'm going to, I want to start building in this direction so we can have this filled up. And we're just kind of going to wait for industrial to come along in time. But we should just paint this area. In the meantime, let's paint this middle district. Grove Heights. What type of trees are these? Does it tell me if I select them? I don't think so. I don't think I can select these trees. Yeah, it won't let me select like a single tree here. I can delete them, but I can't find out what type of trees these are. Oh well. Not worried about it. I was trying to know so I can paint more. Like, they're not this kind. They're not this kind. They're not this kind. And they're not this kind. So, I don't know. Maybe they're this one? That doesn't look the same. I don't know where these are in the game. Oh, they're the oak. Oh. Okay. Oak trees. That's what I needed to know. So these are part of the DLC, these trees. But the trees were like a free update, so it's not like you buy the DLC and you can't access these trees. That's not how that works. Alright. You can also update the roads and the paths with these trees alongside, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna let the default trees be on the default roads. Because you would expect to see more than one type of tree. It's not all gonna be the same tree throughout the whole map. That would be goofy. And boring. Alright, so this district, this is part of the main town. This is the center of the town. Okay. And this is something different. In between. It's not going to be as built up. Grove Heights. We don't have a name for my town, by the way. We need like we need to random name generate for this, I think. Let's random generate. Town name generator. Let's roll it. Twin names. Oh, town name. I'm not having twins, I'm sorry. Let's go. Refresh. Oh, okay. Old. This is what it landed on. I don't hate it. It's Old Doncaster. Doncaster. Old Doncaster. The fact that old is in the name makes it feel old. It's okay. We could drop the old and just have it be Doncaster. Because old sounds like, I don't know, this used to be a town, and now it's not. I might drop the old. I'm not a fan of the old. Let's just call it Doncaster. Or New Doncaster. Doncaster. Oh, speaking of my... speaking of, like, old and new and things, let's just say... I heard the most New Hampshire thing I've ever heard in my life today. I was reminded of where I live by what somebody said. And I'm not even joking. I was at the supermarket, and the guy at, like, the fish counter was making announcements like, you know, hello customers, our sales today are on tuna fish or whatever the fuck, right? Like, he's making his announcement for the day. And, I wish I wrote this as a joke. I might actually add this as a joke for stand-up at some point. He actually, like, unironically, like, without hesitation, said the one thing you would most expect somebody in New Hampshire to say. Today's gonna hit 40 degrees. Time to bring out the grills. Ah! Oh! It was so painful. It hit me to the core. I was like, that's... Yeah, I'm in New Hampshire. It was like 40 degrees. Time to bring out the grills. Oh my god. I mean, he's right. It was a nice day, but that can't be right. 40 degrees. Yeah, I understand grilling year round, but it's more like, I don't know. It's just one of those things that, like, when you hear it, you know, it kind of hits you different. It hit different. It affected me, and it like triggered some sort of PTSD or something that I had. Like, I don't know. It hurt me. It caused me pain, is what I'm saying. Like unexpected pain out of nowhere. I just started laughing. I was like, that's the most New Hampshire thing. That's New Hampshire. Hey, it snowed yesterday. Fire up the grill, let's go. It's just, I don't know, it's silly. It's like, if you didn't clear off your car, then you can have a pool party at your house. It's like that kind of vibe. Like, if you're not freezing to death, then that's the time when summer has started. It's just, it's so goofy. Let's have apartment buildings up here. Apartment buildings here. And then everything else. Light green, light green. Houses, houses, houses. Houses, houses, houses. Houses, houses, houses. Lots of houses in Grove Heights. And that's all covered by water, so we don't have to worry about that. I am getting a demand for garbage there, which I don't understand why. Did I have a small police station somewhere over here? Oh, it's way up here. I'm gonna probably need one near my industrial buildings. Down here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this is about as tall as these buildings can get with the height restriction on. Which I think is, this is still pretty tall. This is a pretty tall building right there. And if I don't like it, I can always delete it. but this is about as tall as everything's gonna be, and as you can tell, it's just for the center roads. And then everything else is just gonna be small houses, and local shops like bookstores, and there's a Penny's, which is like Denny's but different. This is amazing. I forgot that this was in the game. Forgot about Penny's. Is that the only, like, parody? There's got to be more parodies. Oh, Big Bite, I guess, is a parody of Burger King. Yeah, there's other parodies. Sky Trust Bank. Shake It. That's good. We're getting some fast food businesses, which is great. Clothing stores. What do we have for, like, big business around here? Commercial center. Shop till you drop. Multimedia outlet shop. Shop till you drop. Buy it all. General store. Discount sales. All things superstore. Very generic names of things. What's crazy in this game is you can name every single building and save it, and like you can name every single citizen in this game if you wanted to. I don't think it saves citizen names. I imagine it would. Like, if I name this person, I imagine it would save them, but following somebody is one thing, and then the second you let go of follow, you lose this person forever. Unless you remember exactly where they live. So it's not really worth naming civilians in this game. It might be worth naming, like, a building and then saving it as a historical building. Which I've done before. Like, for people in stream that wanted, like, their house or something. Like, if you want a house in the town, I guess you could just ask. Not gonna make you spend points for that, because it's not really worth it. Because I probably will forget where it is. Do 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 do. I don't like that this is like, the hill is making these assets bend weird. Like that. Big fire trucks! And we'll probably need a medical center down here somewhere too, because that's going to create a lot of pollution, having these right here. Bad pollution that we don't exactly want right now. So yeah, Grove Heights is just going to be small housing on the hills, maybe some shops along the main road. That's what the game wants me to do. I did not mean to delete the road. That was a bad mistake. And to delete the house, that's here. Let's repaint this. Okay. Up until, like, here. And then we can have some big, like, high-grade commercial, large shopping inside of this area. Once I get it all zoned out and everything. So technically, Claw Park is a part of Grove Heights District. And that means that we've done all of that. So we need to do our education and we need to do major utilities. Now that this has been plotted out, we need major utilities. I think I should add more roads here. If this is going to be built up, you would expect more roads in between, like this area right here. You have enough space for a walking path? Oh, that might be perfect. That might work out better than I expected. I see the demand for industry, don't worry. Yeah, we'll have to add roads over there. I'm doing like a million things at once, okay? Relax. Relax. I know what I'm doing. The farms will be here when they're here. Let's try doing something like this. Yeah, have some interesting, like, not all the way through roads. Building up around this area. It just makes sense for the way it's laid out. And all this will be houses. But we don't have the full demand, so that's gonna take forever to fill that in. So let's switch over here. We'll go into slow play mode. And we will do roads for our farms. Now, if I'm gonna make this like actual industry, I should probably just make these industrial roads, which is like a special type of road. But also, I could do dirt roads, which always looks good, but it's not great because it's for low amounts of traffic. I feel like this is going to create a lot of traffic. So maybe I should just do the normal roads. I could cut this in half. That'd probably be good too. Yeah, I think I was gonna do this the whole time, right? Just seemed like the right thing to do. Cut that in half like that. And then just normal roads with grass. I'm gonna do all the yellow, which is the farm industrial, like normal industrial farm, and then we'll place like a custom farm industry. I don't know what I want. Do I want? We did animals and we've done fruit recently. Maybe this time it's some other type of crop. I think we have vegetables as an option. This seems like the type of place that would have both animals and vegetables, though. Like, you would just expect to see big cornfields or something. Maybe wheat. Big wheat fields. Trying to just space these roads out correctly. That looks right. For some reason it doesn't want to connect like that. So whenever it doesn't connect on a straight road, I just pick a free form road and then kind of bend it. A little bit. What? This isn't even snapping from here. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, video game. You do what you want to do. Oh, that's off. I could tell that was off. I don't know why that was off. Yeah, see? It's not connected because of the angle. It won't do a weird angle. So we switch to freeform. And then we just curve it a little bit. Or a lot. Depends on what you want to do. But I think we don't need to do anything super weird. Just do a slight curve and have a connection through that direction. Alright, so all these roads are pretty much just going to be for the custom industrial farming. This works like every other industrial area. We've done a lot of industrial stuff, so I'm not going to explain all this too much. But every map, if you have a resource available, you can take the raw resource, which in this case would be crops or animal products. Like, crops is essentially fruit and vegetables, and animal products could be milk, meat, whatever. The animal, or wool, I think there's an option for wool. Maybe. But yeah, whatever the animal is providing, you take that resource and you can turn it into something else. Like, you could turn, I think you can turn milk into cheese or cream. Right, there should be a creamery. Or flour. You could turn some raw crops into flour. And then you have flour as your output. And then flour can turn into something at a factory if you want a base factory. We haven't used a factory in forever. The bakery requires animal products, crops, and flour. So basically, if you get all the industry stuff, you can get a bakery as a factory. I think I've had a bakery before, a long, long time ago. Many streams and many city builds. We've done the bakery because that one's pretty easy to do. There's also lemonade, right? We've done lemonade on stream. I could do lemonade. It requires glass. Yeah, you need to turn metal into, like, sand. I mean, you need to take sand and turn the sand into glass, and that we do have an ore industry available on this map that we could get lemonade. This is just good for outsourcing and output and making money. Sneakers, food. I don't think I've ever done a food. Flour, paper, plastic. That's why, because that's a lot of work to get to that factory. All in the same map too, unless you have a center for imports, which would require like separate warehouses. Like, do I really want to input plastics just to have a food factory? It might be cool though. It might be cool to have like a food factory on the map. If it's something I've never done before, maybe we should try to aim for it. It's huge. It's a huge thing. It's a huge building. It's got a piece of a cow. Hermans. Yeah, you think I should do this? It's a lot of work. You need animal products, flour, paper, and plastics. So the only things I would be able to output on this map, or create on this map, are animal products and flour. Paper and plastics would have to be based on input. Like, so I would need warehouses and truck connections for those. And then the other one, and then this creates food products, which is another thing. and then I'd have to have some sort of cargo connecting food products out of the map. So yeah, stuff like this is a lot of work to get it working. To get it, like, actually functioning and making you money is more complicated than it really has to be. It's kind of like it gives you a goal. All the industry DLC stuff kind of gives you a goal to work for. And it adds a lot of assets, and everybody loves new assets, right? All the DLCs are really good in this game, though. Like, the fact that these things are functional is wonderful. Like, the factories aren't just something to look at. They actually work the way you would expect them to work. So, this, I need input things. So we need plastics. What was it? Plastics and something else. Paper. Paper and plastic. For, like, a supermarket. Paper or plastic. So one of these has to be paper and the other one has to be plastic. This is plastic, which means this one's paper. Let's set this to fill for now. And let's see if what the game thinks of that. In the meantime, actually we can do this in play mode. In the meantime, we need to switch back to the farm. We need to get our farming going. So we're going to require crops to make flour and animals to make animal products. So our main farm building is actually going to go right here. There's our farmhouse. It's bright blue. And we're gonna have workers. I think the number of workers might be set to 40. But if I go to my economy and I scroll down to industrial stuff, this is set to 115. Higher budget increases extractors, processor buildings, and unique factory production rates. That doesn't have anything to do with workers. So I don't think you can increase the amount of workers other than just adding more of these buildings. So, we'll see. We'll see if we can get this going. Oops, sorry. Controller, had to reset it. It hiccuped. That was my fault that time, I think. Anyway. So we need power and water in this area. And we can hopefully get our farm going, have some animals, have some crops, and make some flour and animal products, which basically I think just means meat. They don't call it meat for some reason. Like they're trying not to tell you what happens to the animals, yet the thing that makes the animal product is literally the slaughterhouse. Like, we don't want to tell you what's happening in that slaughterhouse. They're all having a great time. They're all smiling in there. Huh? What? I like making fun of animal rights people, because they're like the hardest group to make fun of. Because it's like, yeah, animals are great. I love animals. But also, it's kind of dumb that you don't eat meat. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I care about animals. Uh-huh. You know where your makeup comes from, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's that on your shoes? Leather? Oh, wait a minute. Alright, Blueberry Farms. Like I said, we're probably going to run out of water because the river's not too great. So I might have to have, like, some water towers out here. They don't provide a ton of water, and all they really require is some sort of connection to electricity. Blueberry Farms. Spring Farm is the farm within it. That's our industry. Okay, so we have, usually I do like 2 or 3 of these worker barracks. I think we'll just do 2 this time. And we'll have the maintenance building like way out here. I think it has to, like, if... Is this attached to the road? Yeah, these buildings are attached to this road. Kika, you named this district. Do you care what the industrial farm is? Or do you want to name the industrial farm as well? Because it's not all the same thing. I know, that might be confusing. There's the district, which is encompassing everything in the area. And then there's the industrial zone, which is just going to be for the custom farming. Which is like these placeable crops and stuff. Which I like, this is how I make the products. So I don't know if you want to name this too. That's up to you. I think I need a warehouse down here. For zoned farming. You don't have to spend your points. I was just saying that it's like half of the district is going to be something specific. So I need a lot of space for this farm, this custom one. Alright, let's do big ones. Let's start with the big crops. Big crop fields. I'm going to start from the beginning. The big crop fields. Let's do like 3 next to each other. And 3 here. Let's have that worked out. Okay. Alright, so these are like the crops that I placed, and then this is what generic farming industry stuff looks like. It's kind of shitty because of the amount of pollution over here. So all these are going to be crappy, but that's what's going to be the generic farming products, and all that stuff will go here. So that's zoned industry, and then this is... we can select. I don't think it matters what the crops are. This is purely visual. But I feel like it's got to be corn. Which I think it already was. Yeah, this is all got to be corn. Looks like corn to me. Actually, when you look at it, it doesn't really look like anything. This was not very well detailed. Okay, don't go close to the cornfield. It's ugly. Children of the corn, and the children have been rejected for being ugly. What the hell? I guess I never really noticed that asset sucks. The corn was not well made. Who made this corn? From a distance, I guess it's fine. Okay, so we have the corn, right? And then that corn creates a crop product which needs to go into the flour. Can you make flour from corn? You can now. You can now. They grind up the crops and turn it into flour, and then package this flour, which goes to this food place, the food factory. So this flour thing, this flour mill should be right there. Like right on the main road, right at the corner. That's the best place for it to be. So the trucks can just bring the product straight from there to the food factory. Right, so here's the flour mill. Crops become flour right there in the screen. And then hopefully the flour will all be transported here. Hopefully the game will understand that's where that needs to go. Directly. And not like exported randomly to nowhere. I think it's City Skylines is pretty smart though. It will figure that out. It will understand what I want to do. I don't think I need it connected with the other district stuff. Anyway, next, so we needed to select an animal now. So we have large animal pastures, and we're gonna put these down here. Two. 3. It's gonna be a lot of animals. I feel like even the small ones have a lot of animals. This is almost spaced correctly. So I'm one square off. How annoying. Also, I think animals require crops. Yeah, you input crops and output animal goods or animal products, which is kind of weird. So I'll put a small crop field out here. Just because I can. So we got corn, we got wheat, and we're gonna have cows. I think this will all be cows. We just need the right amount of crops to get these cows in here. That'll happen over time. I feel like this road needs to go through, right? Small crop field. Mm-hmm. How's that look? From far away, it looks alright. It'll be functional. It just, the stuff like this takes a little bit of time to get going. And it might also help. I believe, did each one of these fields require power? Yeah, it'll be easier if I have like zoned farming in between as well. Now, if I have zoned industry and I do offices, what will farming offices look like? Just generic offices? I don't remember. I, like, honestly don't remember. This is something different? Or if it's, like, farming companies? I guess we'll find out. Moo! I heard a moo. That means the cows are here. Oh, look at all of them. See, I told you. There's a lot of cows in this pasture. There, these are the chocolate milk cows right here. How now, brown cow? Am I right, gamers? You hear them? They're mooing. They're mooing all over the place. Alright, so that creates animal products. Now, we could also have a cattle shed, which does pretty much the same thing. Or a milking parlor. Or a slaughterhouse. Do we want a slaughterhouse? We're creating a food product. What type of product is it? Could be milk. Do we want milk? I think milk sounds like the plan. Is that what that's supposed to be? Is this supposed to be milk instead of water? Or is this where the cows go? Or is the milk underneath this? I don't know what's going on here. It's a secret nuclear silo or something. Milking parlors are designed to maximize the production of milk by mechanizing and streamlining the milking process. It just creates animal products from crops. So it doesn't even, you don't even need cows for this. I guess the cows are supposed to be in there. This is glitched out because of the way the ground is there, but whatever. Can't worry about that now. Then you need, this is the last part of the industrial process, is you actually need grain silos and barns. And a place to house, probably a warehouse for animal products. I need a warehouse right here. This one's just going to be for animal products. There you go. Type that into balance. This is 0% full. This is 0% full. Yeah, if it's not being made on the map, I don't know how long that's going to take. That's going to require some serious cargo input. I might even, maybe, need a cargo train. Because that might be the food products and the plastics and all that other shit that I need. I need paper and plastics. I might have to do a cargo train for that, but I'm not sure. I'm not 1,000% sure if I actually need that, or if it'll just take a long time for it to import based on a demand. It should just need an import. I still need storage facilities for these crops, so let's just place some silos and barns. You need lots of this. We have lots of crops and lots of cows, so we need a lot of these silos and barns to hold them all in place. That should be okay for now. I think we're set for a while with that. Oh, I stretched my leg. I did say hot air balloons. This would be a great map for hot air balloons, because there's not a whole lot of exciting stuff happening, not like a whole lot of unique things. Hot air balloons would really make this cool. Look at it. Ah! The greatest part is these just float around and tour your map, and you can just follow these. These are so fun. This is the type of place that would have hot air balloons, because it's like very rural, in the middle of nowhere, pretty flat, no obstacles to worry about. I want to go in a hot air balloon. I wouldn't be scared. I want to go. Let's go. I'm down to go. Some dude traveled around the world in one of these things, so I'd go up in there. But I guess you have to remember the fact that they move like 2 miles per. They like don't go anywhere unless it's super duper windy. These things ain't moving. All right. So we'll just see some of these floating around like randomly every now and then. A hot air balloon in the distance. That'll add a little flavor to our somewhat boring build. Maybe not boring, but definitely not a huge city or anything that somebody might want me to build. Not as exciting as the last thing I did, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna make this area a district, and then we'll build this place up. And this will be like a second small town. And everything around it will just be like this, where it's just small houses and suburbs and the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I think I want this included in that district. Right. So this one is gonna have pretty much the same as all the others. Power, water, smoke. Not doing recycling. I need to remember that. Education and parks. Parks and education. High ticket price. Should I have a library over here? For profit education. Book fair. Yeah, let's have another library. Why not? We'll do all of these. Tax raise. That's why people are upset, is because I have the tax raise things. Gonna have to double check with my other one real quick. Make sure that I had... Did I have both or just one? Yeah, no, I had both benefactors. Not a whole lot of large business, though. So that's not really necessary. Let's get another name generator going. Generate a good name for my town. This town is gonna be called... These are really bad. Guthrum. Guthrum. That's what it Randomly generated. I don't know if these... I think these are fictional towns, but that sounds like it could be a real place. Doncaster and Guthrum. They don't... They sound more English than American towns. That's what I don't like about these names. But hey, I'm not great at coming up with names for things, so... It's whatever, I guess. It's whatever. Yeah, this corner right here, that's where all the big businesses will be. In Guthrum. And everything else will be surrounding it. So this is gonna get another hospital for itself. We're gonna get a walking path. Like so. So we got a hospital here. And that's gonna need a power connection. Just clean up some of these things that seem to be still having problems. It's workers. I feel like it's because of education. Like, I don't have a university on the map. I feel like if I was gonna have one, it would actually be like way up here. Hey, look at you can see my hot air balloon in this screen. Yeah, I feel like hold on. The university can go right there. Which I think that works out. Because the tram stop is only like 1 block away. And I don't have to like build another line for the tram to get to where it needs to go. But we do have a line down there. And a line over here. But I don't have anything built out over here. So I think this is going to be the start of a line. That's going to go up. And then turn this way. We'll have our stop. Gotta be near this road. Right in the middle. And then turning... Do I want to turn back and have a super short loop? Or do I want to go down here? I mean, it doesn't make a huge difference, but... Have a stop there. And a stop there. And one right on the corner. One there. Right on the edge of glory. Trying to put these in every other spot. Every other intersection, pretty much. Right in front of the hospital. And then parallel to those ones. One for the cemetery, one for the park. And complete the line. I feel like there's not going to be too many lines, so maybe I can skip colors. No orange line. But now I just need an opposite direction for that inside loop here. There we go. So there is only one tram depot. So all the trams have to come from here. So they have to travel down the line. And then they'll connect. But it must be attached to these special types of roads. I think that's all I need. Unless I have one directly connecting from here to the center. The opposite direction. Which would make sense. Alright, let's try one more line. We're gonna finish this today. One more line going this direction, doubling up on these stops. All around Guthrum. And then back to the main city by going down this street. Oh, that line worked out great. That could also be a green line. Doesn't really matter what the color is. I mean, I like to have them organized so I know which ones are going where. Like when I look in my overall views of everything, it's less confusing if they're different colors. But because they're just going back and forth, it doesn't make that much of a difference. The only one that's different is the one that's going across the bridge. And I don't even know if I want to continue the tram down this direction. I just need a way to cross the bridge. Right? So. That's complete. See, the game's working now. Everything's fine now. It's weird. It's like it hits I don't know. I want to call it what feels like a lag spike. It's working great now. I'm in total control of what's happening. I just need to do major utilities in this area and wait for demand. My population's not going to be super high. I don't think I'm going to need another cemetery. Like, I really don't think so. And if I'm going to build one, it wouldn't be in the inside of this anyway, so I think we'll be okay without that. Let's try to get some schools over here. Elementary schools. High schools. I did say I was going to try to get like a unique office building, right? Yeah, and unique office building right there won't stand out at all. But it'll bring just a pinch of tourism and leisure to the area. What's crazy about City Skylines is we've got all these info views. And they tell us everything we need to know. It's telling me how much power I'm producing and how much power I'm consuming. How much water I'm consuming and pumping. And where the water is available. Tells me my crime rate is 5%. That's pretty low, but I feel like I also need a small police station over here in Guthrum. Where's the stop? Can't really tell where the stops are unless I like zoom in. That's the stop, right? Stop right on the inside of the corner. Utilities need to be near the tram stop and stuff. So all the people get off the tram and then use the crosswalk. So it is different than a regular bus stop in many ways, but it works. Works just the same as a bus would. Might create I think it creates more traffic than a normal bus though. And we've got our education, which is not super great. I don't know why so many people are like. Maybe this is just because they haven't graduated. Or they can't get to the school yet. I need another library over here. We just did high schools. We'll get one library. Get it right on the end. Good place for it, I think. Public skate park. Wasn't I using community schools instead of the regular elementary schools? I have to replace these now. I already forgot that I was doing that. Nobody reminded me. It's okay. It's alright. Yeah, because we're doing, like, private education for profit. Fancy schools. Fancy elementary schools. We're gonna charge these little kids tuition to go to elementary school. Hey, it's not too far from the truth. Yeah, I think eventually we're gonna need some sort of garbage way out here. I mean, I'm not really building up in this area much, right? So, I did have plans on building, like, stuff on the other side of this highway. I don't think I'll be able to get that done today, though. I thought I would be able to finish this build today, but it looks like, not even on the other side, and my industry still has some time to, like, really start getting things moving. I'm not getting any plastics in here, so yeah, I might need to do a cargo train connection or a cargo train station. Is it bigger than I thought? Not really. It's just going slower than I thought it would go. It is a small map. It's definitely a really small map. It's just I'm not like building as fast as I thought I would be. And the things that I need to build are kind of things that take longer. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to call it and say, yeah, that we did it, because we're obviously not done, so I might have to come back to this build next week and just do more of the same. I don't know how exciting of a stream that is, because it's not like I'm placing anything unique down. It's just going to be more of the same, like, generic housing and very scarce areas. Yeah, I'm not even planning on building up around here too much. On the other side. I don't know. But we're hitting like the 4-hour mark and I'm getting tired, so I think the plans for next time, like I said, yeah, I probably should do like a cargo train station, so we'll have to bend this railroad, and I'll have to figure out where I'm gonna get another dump. I mean, I could put a dump on the other side of the river, but that's just gonna create more problems than really needed to. Maybe I could put it out here and get away with it. But then I'd need to filter out water. I'm not doing recycling. I have it down here. Like, even that's too far away from where I need it. I need this, like, over here. But it's, like, upstream, so if I do this on top of the hill, I will absolutely 100% require a water filtering system for this to work. Which I'm fine with, but we'll see if the game freaks out about it. And if you want to see more City Skylines stuff, just tune in next week. And I guess we'll continue this build. And then jump to the next map and the next map, and there's a ton of new maps and things to build, so thanks for watching. And I'll be back tomorrow early at noon. I'm doing a double stream day. If you're watching this live, tomorrow's a double stream day. So I'll be streaming from like noon to 4, and then from 6 to whenever I've stopped. Alright? Okay? And then it'll be my last, like, nighttime on Friday stream ever. So. See you later. Peace to your butt crease. Bye.